Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly reading sprints on my channel. I have Gwen over here. If you haven't seen her, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but this is one of my best YouTube besties. I have her channel and everything in the description as well, so definitely go subscribe. She has a podcast as well. Actually, you just introduce yourself and where we can you.
Well, yes, my name is Gwen. My channel is Gwendolyn Kensinger, my name. I do have a podcast. Jessie has been a guest on my podcast several times. She will be next year. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm happy to be here. I wanted to be here because I have a lot of books that I'm trying to finish before the end of the year, and I need some accountability. So Here I am.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Like my bookshelves, they're out of control. I don't even want to look at them. I thought about redoing how to organize them, and then no. Didn't really work out. It's just stressing me out. So, oh well. I guess okay, so I put the comment down there. Let me know what you are reading. Gwen, what are you reading tonight?
I started just a little bit before we started here so I could know what it's about, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting the Christmas Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. I think it's the fourth, fifth, or sixth. It's into the Shopaholic series, but this one is obviously centered around Christmas, and our main character is obsessed with shopping. I mean, and in this one, her parents tell her that they are moving and they're not going to be able to host Christmas this year. So they want her to do it. And from what I gather, she's probably not the best person to be hosting Christmas. We shall see how it happens.
That's so weird. I didn't know that was a part of a series, but I've heard a lot of people love that one.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying it. Let me see how far I am. I made it to chapter 4, which is page 53.
Okay, that's a nice little chunk. This is how perfect it is. I have a challenge in our online book club that we're a part of, and I am doing the challenge, and I got picked for One Day in December by Josie Silver. And I got a little nervous because I was like, I don't have the audiobook. My library doesn't have it. It's not on Scribd. I didn't want to use an Audible credit because I'm using it for another book that's only available on Audible later this month. And so literally, as soon as I invited Gwen on here, the thing said it's available at the library. So I just got the audiobook. So the timing is perfect. Also, shameless self-plug, I have an online book club here on my channel. Gwen is actually Gwen is actually my co-host for this month, and we're reading Dying for Christmas by Timmy Cohen. I believe you finished, right? Okay, I just finished last night, and we're not going to get into the details, but I'm so excited to discuss that book because
I think it's going to be a good book discussion.
And from what I've gathered from the people who have read it so far, I've got a lot of to bad to really good, all-time favorites. And I was ooh, I'm so excited to discuss that with everybody. But let's see what everyone else is reading before we start. Super looking forward to seeing this friends tonight. People make me mad at work, and this will help me focus on what's important. There you go. Sorry you had a bad day at work. Yes, definitely go subscribe to Gwen. Hey, Sarah. Oh, no, not Siri. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Siri just popped up on my MacBook for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I thought maybe I said Sarah, and for some reason Siri popped. So, anyways. Hello. Hey, Jordan. Jordan, I just got your Christmas card today. Thank you for sending me one. Hello.
Oh, thanks, Vanessa.
I know that if you have not listened to Talk Bookish to Me podcast, it is great. I love the topics you guys come up, it was you and Jacqueline at first. Now it's just you, and I love all the topics. I talk about all the time to people and in person. I'm they talk about this and this and this and this, and then book discussions. So definitely check them out. Oh, that's me. Just kidding. Let's see. Hey, Jess and Gwen, I just finished No Exit and loved it. And now I'm starting Verity. Oh, that's another good one. Do we know when No Exit, the movie's coming out? I would hope the winter.
Let me look it up.
Okay. I just had Rachel, which you met. She works with me. She just finished it and loved it and gave it 5 stars. I am reading Never Saw Me Coming. That's awesome. I've heard a lot of people are reading that one currently. All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. Sarah, I know you just read November 9, but this one just has a special place, I think, in both of our hearts, actually. But I hope you love it. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Nice. Finishing Dying for Christmas. Ooh, that's exciting. I hope you're enjoying it. Hey guys, happy to see Gwen here on this one. I follow her channel too. That's awesome. Oh, another Sarah. On page 30 of Velvet Was the Night. Awesome. The Lost Girls of Paris by Pam Jenoff, maybe. Interesting. Reading Christmas Eve at Friday Harbor by Lisa Kleypas on page 201. If I butchered that last name, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think it's like Kleypas or
Kleypas? Okay, that actually makes sense what I said. The Holiday Swap. I almost got that one from Book of the Month, but I decided at the last minute not to for some reason.
I read that one.
I'm kind of regretting not getting it because I remember watching your vlog on it. I know you said, I think you gave it 3 stars, but I was still intrigued.
3.5. Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, reading The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I actually am really interested in that one for some reason, but I hope you're enjoying it. Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Gwen, have you read that one?
Rock, Paper, Scissors. Yeah.
What did you think?
I actually really liked it.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I don't think it was like a perfect. I didn't give it a 5 stars, but I really enjoyed it. The only part that I guess I didn't like was, and this is just in general, like obviously no spoilers, but I hate when thrillers like drop the major twist, whether it's in the first quarter or the halfway point or something like that. And then after the twist is dropped, you feel like you're slugging through it a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's, sometimes that happens in thrillers.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Hello. I'm reading Holly Jolly. I can't even read that.
Diwali.
Okay.
I read that one.
I think it was the L and the I and the exclamation point. That was like, what does that even say? Cross Country Christmas. Nice. Lots of Christmas books. I mean, it is the season, but 12 Dates of Christmas. I've heard that one's really cute too. Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I heard that one is a thick one. So good luck. Talk Bookish to Me is a cute name.
Thanks.
Isn't it? I love it. Reading The 13th Tale. That's awesome. Reading Atomic Habits for a bit and then swapping to Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. That's awesome. Do we have a 4th sprint in us tonight? I don't know.
Kim was already talking about the 4th sprint. I haven't even done the first one. I love it.
Possibly. We'll see. Have any of y'all read Skipping Christmas by Josh Grisham? I've heard it's based off Christmas with the Cranks, and I'm wondering if it's worth the read if I've seen the movie. I have not, but I do love the movie.
Yeah, I have not read it either.
I don't think I've read anything by that author either.
I used to read a lot of John Grisham, like way back in the, like when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be like my jam, like him, Patricia Cornwell, and there was like one other one, like those crime kind of detective-y more thing. I used to be in it like hardcore, but not anymore.
Kind of weird to like read crime and then write a Christmas holiday favorite there. But hey guys, I'm reading Blackout, but went to my library and got a bunch of middle grade Christmas books. I'm going to be doing Booksmas and reading the group pick by The Accidental Apprentice. I feel like I need glasses tonight for some reason. Kim says she's ready to go. Is that our cue to start? Skipping Christmas, I read, honestly, the movie was better. Well, there you go. I mean, I don't know. I feel weird like watching a movie or reading a book after seeing the movie like for so many years. You know, it'd be something if they came out like, within a certain timeline. I would skip it unless you love John Grisham and his writing. So there you go. Okay. It is 8:11. Should we just go ahead and start? Oh wait, I saw Kim comment one more thing. No, cue to start. Just happy to be here. Gotcha. Okay. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. I will say I'm going to hop off camera to get out of the sweater because I'm already sweating. But we will just go ahead and get started. It is 8:11. We usually do like 30-minute sprints. You cool with that?
Yep.
So we'll just come back at 8:40, just a 29-minute sprint. So we'll just come back at 8:40 Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll talk about what we read. Here is the ambience for tonight. Thought it was fitting, especially with all the books. All right, so we will come back at 8:40. I think, yeah, it's 8:40. Sorry. But let me know in the comments if you just joined, like what you're reading or how far you gotten, if you were part of the first sprint. Gwen, how far did you get?
33 more pages read. Woo!
Nice. How big of a book is it?
It's like 450. It's
Ooh,
big.
it's kind of big.
444. 444.
Oh, lucky number right there.
Yeah. So what
Are you
about you?
Are you liking it?
Oh yeah, so far so good. It is hilarious though. This girl, oh, I don't even remember her name. Sorry, I'm bad with names. Becky. Okay. So her name's Becky and she's the one that's like a shoppingaholic. So she's hosting Christmas and she's like, "Okay, I need to get a to-do list going." So she gets out like a pen and a pad and she's like, "Okay, I need to get a present for my husband, a present for my daughter and all this." So she goes to London for the day. And she goes to get her husband aftershave and she's smelling all these aftershaves because she's determined to get her husband, because he asked for the aftershave or whatever, and she's like, I have to get him something new and different. And so the guy's giving her all these samples to smell, and this other guy comes up and is like, your husband doesn't want something new, he wants what he always wears. And she's like, no, he doesn't. So she gets like 30 some samples of aftershave, like the little bottles, I'm assuming like perfume or I don't know. Anyway, so she goes home and that night she's like, oh yeah, we should have some more wine tonight. So she's hoping that he like really passes out hard, and she starts testing all of these aftershaves on him because they told her that like it interacts with body chemistry and stuff like that, and one may smell good but not like with your husband's chemistry. So he's asleep and she's literally trying it like behind his ear, on his chest, all these things, and then like a moth like flies and she's like, oh my gosh, and then he like wakes up and she like squirts it in his eyes. And then she had been marking on him with a pen to mark like, oh, left ear was, this one, and marking on him like with these codes. And then of course he wakes up and he's like, why do I have all these like L and R and Q and all these things on me? And she's like, oh, but it's just like washable. And he's like, no, it's not. You used a Sharpie. And she's like, only the black Sharpies are permanent. And he's like,
oh my
God. No, actually. So yes. So it's just dorky stuff like that, but it's cracking me up. So she's a little ditzy.
Well, I started from page one day in December, and I stopped like 2 minutes before we ended because I knew what was coming up and I wanted to start this section. Have you read One Day in December? Okay. So if you haven't read it, it's a romance, and this girl like has that love at first sight moment when she's like on the bus and she sees someone who's not on the bus, and she like locks eyes and she's like, he totally feels the same way about me, but he can't get on the bus, I think, and she for some reason can't get off the bus or like make a message. So she spends an entire year looking for this guy that she has fallen in love at first sight, and her best friend is dating this new guy, and I think I'm like 99% sure that it's the guy. And I stopped when she's like, my boyfriend's here, or he's here, or something like that. So I'm liking it so far. I'm just trying to get used to like the British narrator, because sometimes that's a little difficult for me. But
yeah, mine is also British.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. And like I've noticed like in the book, like it'll say like in the narrator, instead of the word ass, it'll say bum, or like the bathroom is the loo and stuff like that. So it like tricks my brain. I'm like, wait, that's not what it says.
Yeah, mine does that. Like, okay, so obviously this has been like converted to like American English. Like it will say sweater in here, but then in the audiobook it still says jumper. So I'm like, so when I'm reading, I'm like, what? Yeah. So yeah.
Especially like when you get on a roll and then she's like, wait a minute, that's not okay. Okay, so let me go back up here. Also, I can't remember if it's in the description or not, but in the comment section there should be an actual link. But here is Gwen's podcast to talk English to me. So you guys can go see that. I'm on 2 episodes. We did Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson, and we also did
The
the Final Girls support group.
Yeah.
So really good episodes in my opinion. And I'm not just biased. I honestly think they were good episodes. Hey,
Lauren.
welcome. I'm glad you're liking the ASMR. That was literally like a last minute thing. I was like, let's try Christmas Cabin. And this was like the 3rd option. That's Gwen. Thank you everyone for joining us too. Hi, Michael. I'm trying to finish Half Sick of Shadows by Lauren Sebastian. Also, does anyone have a good winter Christmas book to recommend that's not exactly romance?
Well, someone just mentioned that John Grisham's Skipping Christmas, was it called?
Oh, yeah.
And I think, and I think instead of like Christmas, maybe just say winter, like snowy, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because when I think of like Christmas, I definitely do think of romance. I don't know why.
For winter, I would say No Exit. Also maybe The Winter People. I DNF'd it, but another Dying for Christmas.
I know.
Shameless Christmas. We're doing a book discussion this month. If you want a thriller, that's a Christmas winter book.
Also, just saying, I did a whole episode on holiday recommendations on my podcast.
That's right. They weren't all romances either.
No, they weren't all romances at all. Haley even recommended like a horror novella. That was like wintry, where it sounds really good actually. Where I guess it said at a diner and there's like people there and then something happens. I don't know. It sounded really good.
I also feel like historical fiction is a good one too. I'm personally like very, very, very picky of historical fiction, but I've heard that's like a good time to read that, like if you're looking for something after Christmas too. Kim got 30 pages in, made it to page 57 of Velvet Was the Night. Anyone else read this or Mexican Gothic before? Very slow writing style. I'm mentally preparing myself for a slow story. So there's a channel called Riveting Reads. She was actually my first co-host for Sleep When I'm Dead book club. And she's read both. And I think she said Velvet Was the Night. I think she thought she was going into that book thinking it was a thriller, but it's not. But I think she also said it's very slow, but she enjoyed it.
I read Mexican Gothic. I thought the atmosphere was really good. It still is like a slower pace. And I think of these as more like almost like they have that historical fiction feel to them, but really good atmosphere. I was initially interested in Velvet Was the Night, but you just put it right there, Jordan. Very slow writing style. Never mind, not interested.
Yeah. And I think both of those are not set in present time. I think they're like in the early 1920 or 1900s or something. And then Sarah's over here like hurting my feelings.
Sarah,
how far are you into it? Because you got to keep going because it like just breaks my heart.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I think that's going to hit different for where people are in their life. Like, obviously for me, it hits really hard because like I've lived through some of the same things that are being dealt with in there.
Yeah.
And I read it at the perfect time. So I would say Colleen Hoover wrote it for me at the perfect time. And a lot of things that happen in that book are the exact same things like literally the exact same things. So like even the date, like August 8th, like that's me and my husband's anniversary. And like, that's a very important date in that book as well. So there's just like weird things like that connect me. And obviously I've lived that book. So that book just kind of saved my life. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that book. So I'm always going to be a huge fan of that book.
I didn't have that many connections with it, but yeah, I still kind of have those same struggles as well. But Sarah, if you're not far into it, you just got to keep going because it's so good. 32 for me. It's been a minute since I've had a historical fiction good so far. Nice. Reading Somebody's Daughter, a memoir, just joining 61.
I've seen the cover of that. Is that the blue one with the fun colors on it?
Yeah.
Is
and
that
I think
that one?
I think it's also a book of the month book too.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Or it was like an add-on or something. Yeah. Because I was picturing the cover. 24 more pages of 12 Dates of Christmas. 10 pages of the author that I can't pronounce. One Snowy Night, One Snowy Night, middle grade, page 5. That's right. How many middle grades did you end up picking up too as well? Let me know. Hi, just joined around the time the first sprint started. I think I'm read 31 pages of the Book of Accidents. That's a good one. I think Gwen, I think you took that book, right? When we
I did. Jessie gave me her copy when she was finished with it. I haven't read it yet, but I have it.
It's kind of like Stephen King. It's like a big commitment when you start books that big, but I hope you enjoy it. I actually voted for that one for the Goodreads Choice Awards, which we all know that those are bogus anyways, but it was the only one that I read. And then I read The Last House on Needless Street, but I'm so glad I voted for that one because I think that one's better, in my opinion. 10% of Cross Country Christmas. That's a tongue twister. Just joined now. I'm reading A Discovery of Witches. I've heard that one's really good too. You're asking if he likes thrillers. One day in December, I was in a group of people that didn't enjoy reading it, unfortunately, but I hope you do too. I've heard a lot of people recommend it to me, so I'm hoping I like it.
I think there's just certain tropes that happen in that book that you either like or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like a certain trope, then like if you don't like cheating, you're probably not gonna like that book. So
I mean, is it weird that I like cheating if it's like domestic thrillers?
No, it's not weird. There's all kind of weird stuff we like, Jessie. Let's be honest. But like, cheating is like the least of our worries.
I know, right? But I don't know if that bothers me actually. I know like Hate to Love, I've actually like started to love. So I guess we'll find out. Because I have a feeling it reminds me of that movie, which was also a book, Something Borrowed or Something Blue. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
With Kate Hudson. It's kind of giving me those vibes in a way.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah. Just about to fish in Arthur's Perfect Christmas. Nice. Thanks, guys. I do have no exit on its way from Book of the Month. Okay, yeah. Just start there.
Yeah, exactly.
Chapter 24. I don't even know how far that is, but that's a good chunk. Well,
if you're not liking it, even if it's one of my favorite books of all time, Sarah, you can DNF it. It's fine. It's fine.
You can't DNF it. I'm sorry. You have to keep going. I mean, November 9 and All Your Perfects are my top 2 favorites, and I'm really looking forward to her newest one. But someone told me they think it's similar to like, oh my gosh, what's it called?
Please don't say Ugly Love.
No, it's
okay.
It's Heartbones.
Oh, okay. I liked Heartbones.
You don't like Ugly Love?
I did not like Ugly Love, but I know that is so many people's favorite. So I always like
so if you're looking for like a smutty romance, that's my favorite of Colleen Hoover because it's Friends with Benefits. So obviously there's going to be like sex in it. So
yeah.
I can't sleep here, so I am.
Oh, good. Yeah, they reached out and it's like, it's going to be 1 a.m. my time. And I was like, okay, maybe next time. Here they are.
Oh, thanks for joining. Reading Poldark book 6 for the 3rd time round. Reading all 12. Wow. That's some serious commitment there. Definitely going to finish it because I'm so close to being done, but I'm so sad that I'm not liking it. Ugly Love is still my fave.
Sarah.
Ugly Love, but how dare you put that one in front of All Your Perfects?
Sarah and I just got finished reading From Luke Off with Love by Mariana Zapata. And it's funny because we had pretty much the same thoughts and the same rating. So it's interesting that she's not liking All Your Perfects and she loves Ugly Love. So that just goes to show that like it's such an individual experience when you read books.
That's so crazy. Well, should we do round 2, I guess? All right, so we'll just say it's 8:55 my time, so that means 9:25 Eastern Standard Time, and I will put the fireplace back on. But I'll see you guys in half an hour. How did everyone do? Let me know in the comments if you just joined what you're reading, or if you've been reading, how far you got. What you're reading and how far you got. Should have had this comment ready, but Gwen, how far did you get?
I made it 37 more pages, so I'm on page 122.
Wow. That's like a good fourth of the book. Or yeah. 444, right?
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty good. You still liking it? And you
yeah, it's really good. It's like easily bingeable, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it will take me long to get through because it's funny and I'm wondering what's going to happen, and there's lots of different pieces to the story. So
have you read any of the other books in the series?
No.
Okay.
I actually didn't know. I have heard of the Shopaholic series, obviously, but I didn't know, and I didn't it didn't click with the Shopaholic and the title that it was part of the series. But I know that the characters do like crossover and stuff like that. Maybe not all of them, but will I read the other books in the series? I've got so many books on my TBR. I definitely don't need to add any more books, but
right.
I mean, I would consider it, like if I didn't have anything else.
Sorry, I X'd out of it for a minute.
Oh, that's okay. How's your book?
I don't know. Okay, so obviously it's the guy. But I don't know. Ever since then, I'm just I don't know. I kind of want to be like that older sister and be like, go find another man. Get over it. But if you're just joined, I'm doing One Day in December by Josie Silver, and I'm liking it still. This is kind of a thicker book too, as well. I think it's almost 400 pages. But oh wait. Oh my gosh, it's got recipes in it.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Huh. Oh no, it's cocktails.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
We love a good cocktail.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Oh, and it references to what page the drink is put introduced in the book. That's kind of cool. Okay. Anyways, that's a fun fact. I'm liking it so far. I'm just kind of curious how this is going to go. I can kind of see where that whole cheating trope is going to come into it. I don't know. I'm kind of expecting more from the man's point of view to I don't know. It's kind of hit a weird bump, but I'm going to continue so far. So, I guess we'll have to start with Sarah disappointing us because she said that, oh wait, hang on. That's not the one. She said she's just not emotionally invested. She commented right when we started. So, hello, Erica. Also, I told everyone I was eating ice cream.
Oh, yum.
So it's carrot cake ice cream. It's delicious.
Oh, I've never had that before.
I think you have a place in your area. It's called Blue Cow Ice Cream. They have one in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
So
I don't think I've ever been, or if I have, I've never seen that flavor before.
It's a seasonal flavor, but it is so good. It's my favorite.
Is it around now or fall or?
Yeah, I think they typically have it out until typically around October to right before Christmas. So
okay.
But they have a banana pudding one that's really good.
I had some of that this summer for the first time. And I had it when I was in the Outer Banks though. And oh my gosh, I was obsessed with it. So I'm definitely checking them out now.
Yeah, they don't have it now, but that is a summer thing that they bring. But yeah, they have one in Virginia Beach. They have one here where I live. And then I think they're putting one in Lexington or Lynchburg. I can't remember. Okay. So everyone, I'm just now able to join. What sprint are we on? I'm reading Sadie. We just finished the second sprint for the night. Let's see, 32 pages. That's awesome. That's my comment. Sarah has 50 pages left. So Interesting. 46 pages of the book Accidents. I'm enjoying it so far, but I'm not obsessed. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it at least. How far are you into it? I forgot. I don't know if we're doing any more sprints, but I'm reading 365 days. Nice. We will be doing at least one more. So, and then we'll see what the fourth, if we're going to do a fourth one or not. We'll just see. Just One Look by Lindsay Cameron. Nice. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I think that's the one, like the stalker one. Is it? Someone tell us.
We'll look it up.
I think it's the stalker one, I think.
Because if so, we know how much I love a good stalker.
I know, me too.
One Look. Might help if I spell it correctly. I think it's the one I saw someone say it's got like someone who's able to read other people's emails.
Oh yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think that's on my wish list.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think I have it on my wish list, but I know it's came out so far, but I just haven't picked it up. But I love a good stalker and like obsession type of books. I didn't get very far because of the distractions. Got 7 pages read. I am liking it so far. Interested to see where the book goes. Nice. Started late, read 8 pages of God Bless This Mess by Hannah Brown, who was on the back. Yes, so my coworker is actually reading that book, and she is obsessed with the book. So if you love The Bachelor, like I used to love it, but then the pandemic like made me stop watching it and like actually read books. So whatever. But I've heard it's really, really good. And I did like Hannah when I watched The Bachelor. Do you watch The Bachelor?
Well, I mean, I did, and then I just kind of I used to watch it like religiously, and then I jumped back in for a little while during the pandemic. Like the ones like right after that. And yeah, then I was kind of like, okay, this is why I don't watch it anymore. Too much drama for me.
I don't know. I love The Bachelorette versus The Bachelor because guys are such crybabies sometimes. I just jumped in and heard you talking about Virginia Beach. You're in my neck of the woods. What is the name of the ice cream place again? It's called Blue Cow Ice Cream. It's really, really good. It's one of my favorite places. And I don't like ice cream. So she's losing her mind.
The book, the one close, whatever that book was we were talking about.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what are we talking about? The ice cream? I think my next book is
Sarah, I loved the matzo ball.
I'm glad you said it because I didn't know how to pronounce that word.
Yeah, it's the Hanukkah Romance. I really liked it. Oh.
Okay, that you just read that in your vlog, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think I rated it 4 stars. It wasn't like a 5 stars. I don't know why I didn't give it 5 stars, like looking back, because I still think about it a lot. But it does have like good representation in it for chronic fatigue syndrome. I know there's like a longer name for it, but it's like, I can't say all that. But the author has that, and yeah, it's a really cute romance. It's kind of like Enemies to Lovers, but not really. I don't know. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it, Sarah.
Okay, so it's not like hardcore Enemies to Lovers,
right?
But a little bit of it. Okay,
yeah.
62%. I feel like it just started to really get interesting, though. Nice. Okay, so I can kind of see where, like, what area ballpark figure you're in. Nice. You influenced her.
I'm an influencer, guys.
That's so funny. Yeah. Does anyone else have any other comments before we start our next reading sprint? I guess we can just go ahead and start it, actually. So
yeah, and then leave any comments that you have now. Definitely. Go ahead and leave them, but we're going to start reading again.
Yes. So it's 9:35. We'll read until 10:05, and then we'll decide at that point if we want to do another reading sprint at that time. So I will see you guys in half an hour. Okay. How did everyone do? If you joined while we were sprinting, let us know what you're reading and how far you got into it. Or let us know what you're currently reading and how far you got into it, or what you're ending on, because this is going to be the last sprint. I remembered I have to be at work 2 hours early tomorrow to run a meeting. So no fun for me. No, I'm not a morning person. So, and for me, I have to get up and, anyways. How far did you get into yours?
Oh, I think I made it to page 162. So
Nice.
like 40 pages.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's a huge chunk of the book for tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited that I've made quite a bit of chunk.
Yeah. Nice. Still liking it?
Yeah.
Cool. I made it to half a page of 81. So I'm liking it so far. I don't know. I think I'm just waiting for something to happen between the two characters. I'm just like, something gonna happen like today, please. Like, that'd be great. So I don't know. I think it's just trying to like build up suspense or like the tension between the two, but I'm kind of over that. I want something to actually happen or some kind of drama. So let's see what everyone else got to. Let's see, we did that one. Sarah says Gwen's an influencer. I really want to read the book Sarah is reading before December ends. Nice. Have you read or heard anything about 25 Days Till Christmas by Poppy Alexander? I actually looked this one up and it looks really, really cute. Have you heard of that? No. I haven't heard of it or the author either, but I looked it up on Goodreads and it sounded really, really cute. Sounds like a cute romance, but also like she tries to fall back in love with Christmas because of something traumatic. So it looked really, really cute. Reading It Ends With Us, just got to part 2. Actually, since we were talking about like our favorite Colleen Hoovers, I think that one's my least favorite. I know that's like everyone's favorite one, but I'm really excited for the movie that's coming out soon. So 5 pages. I got several other things accomplished. So yes, I've heard a lot of people like to join the sprints also to get other things done. So we like good, productive sprints. 40 pages. It's definitely getting more interesting. I don't think the beginning was boring, but I also don't think it needed to be as long. Yeah, I agree. I feel like it was a tad bit too long. So, but of course that whole book is long. So yeah. I feel like there was something I was going to say. I can't remember. If no one else has any more, just kidding, like 5 more comments popped up. But I was going to say, before we end tonight, make sure you go show Gwen some love on her Instagram, channel, her podcast, everything. She's the sweetest. And make sure you mark your calendars because we'll be back on the 16th to talk about Dying for Christmas, which is my Sleep When You're Dead book club pick. So, and we both just finished it not too long ago. 20 pages after the second sprint, got my granddaughter in the bath and have read 12 pages. Now have to get her out and dry. Thanks for the sprint. Enjoy your week. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for joining. Really liking One Snowy Night so far on page 22. It's a Second Chance and Friends to Lovers romance. I think those are my favorite romances. I don't know. That's why I really want to read People We've Been on Vacation.
So, yeah, I liked that one.
And I really want to read it before what's it called? Book Lovers comes out next year. That one looks really, really cute. Listening to Dying for Christmas on chapter 27, enjoying it so far. Nice. My ranking thus far is Ugly Love, November 9, It Ends With Us, Verity, and All Your Perfects. How dare you? How dare you? Sarah, I feel like you're just hurting my feelings now. But it's okay. I read a long chapter, like 4% of 365 days. Nice. It Ends With Us is the first book that I've read by her, so I can't really compare it to the other she's wrote. Which book is your favorite? Probably both of ours is going to be All Your Perfects, right? I would say that one, November 9. But also I like Verity, but that's like in a completely different like genre for her.
Yeah, I liked Verity too. I agree. It's kind of, you can't really compare it to her other books.
Yeah.
And yeah, All Your Perfects.
Yeah. Also, like Layla is one of those books where you can't really compare that one to like her romances because that one's just
I've
weird.
really liked all of her books except for Ugly Love. It could have just been a me thing at the time when I was reading it.
Mhm.
But since I've only read it once, I've always said it's like my least favorite. But Heartbones wasn't like my favorite either.
Mhm.
So, um,
I like that one because I read it without an audiobook and I felt like so accomplished. So I don't know why, but I would like heavily rely on audiobooks. I'm not really a romance reader, but I loved People We Meet on Vacation. I loved Beach Read. I read that for Romanceathon and just chef's kiss. So well, and one more pops in. My favorite of hers is Between November 9 and It's With Us. My least favorite is Maybe Someday. Yeah, I read that one, I think at the beach, and I was not impressed. But I do like the music that comes with it. There is a Spotify playlist for all the music that's played in that. Oh, I encourage you to read it, Gwen.
maybe next year, Sarah.
Oh, Ugly Love, is that what she's referring to?
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like I'm not alone. Well, I think that's everything for tonight's live show. Make sure you subscribe to Gwen and everything. And also, I do these every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you come and visit again, definitely. So also subscribe, post notifications, like, comment, all that, all the fun stuff.
Yeah,
So
thanks for having me. I'm so
yes,
glad
I'm
I
so
was
glad you
here.
came on. I want to have more people on, so I'm glad I like got to like test this out and things like that. Because I don't know, it's kind of weird to like bring people on and like just sit in silence, like not really silence, but like you're sitting in silence for like people that are watching in a way.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. All right. Well, I guess we will say goodbye for now, and I'm sure I'll have Gwen back on another
Yep.
time.
I'll definitely be back on the 16th.
Yep, at least the 16th. So, all right.
All
Bye,
right, bye,
everyone.
guys.